Cheating doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts long before that. With little shifts, small cracks, subtle signs most men never notice until it's too late. She won't come home one night and suddenly confess, "I'm about to betray you." Number. She'll mask it. She'll cover it with excuses, with sweet words, with fake smiles. But her psychology will always give her away. And here's the part no one tells you. What she does right before she cheats is often louder than the act itself. Her patterns change, her energy shifts. Her behavior reveals everything if you know what to look for. Today, I'm going to expose the hidden signs most men miss right before a woman cheats. Once you understand them, you'll never be caught off guard again. 1. She starts dressing for someone else. At first, it seems harmless. She starts wearing more makeup, doing her hair differently, or buying new clothes. Maybe she suddenly swaps her cozy hoodies for tighter tops, her sneakers for heels, her natural look for lipstick. You might even think, great, she wants to look good again. But here's the harsh reality. When a woman is about to cheat, her appearance often changes, and it's rarely for you. This shift is psychological. Women are hardwired to decorate themselves when seeking new attention. It's instinct, buried in evolutionary biology. When she begins preparing her body for the gaze of others, she's broadcasting availability. And the cruel twist, she'll disguise it as harmless self-care. She'll say she's just experimenting with her style, or that she felt like trying something new. But beneath that explanation is a deeper motive. She's preparing for someone else's eyes. Pay attention to the timing. If she's been with you for months or years, you know her baseline. You know her normal. And suddenly, there's a spike. New lingerie, a gym membership she never cared about before, or outfits that look suspiciously chosen for attention rather than comfort. That shift is rarely random. It's a signal of transition, a bridge between her current loyalty and her future betrayal. Here's where most men miss it. They assume she's doing it for them. They think, she's finally putting in effort again for me. But if she was genuinely reigniting attraction for you, the energy would be different. She'd involve you, asking for your opinion, teasing you about her outfits, making the effort visible within the relationship. When it's for another man, it's secretive. She doesn't want you involved. She wants you distracted, blind, while she sharpens herself for someone else. Look closer. Does she start dressing up on the nights she goes out with friends, but stay casual when she's with you? Does her perfume bottle run out faster, yet you can't remember the last time she wore it around you? Does she seem to glow after leaving the house looking her best, but stay indifferent when it's just the two of you? That's not self-love. That's misdirected desire. Psychology calls this mate-switching behavior. Before women leave physically, they often begin the shift emotionally and socially. They test the waters, seeking new validation outside the relationship. Dressing differently isn't just about style, it's about signaling availability. And here's the subtlety. She doesn't even need to be consciously aware of it. Many women don't sit down and plan, "I'll cheat this week." Instead, their choices reveal their subconscious desires. The tighter dress, the bolder lipstick, the new lingerie. These are breadcrumbs of betrayal before the act itself. 2. Her phone becomes the other man. When a woman is preparing to cheat, her phone stops being just a device. It becomes her secret lover. Before anything physical happens, emotional intimacy often starts through texts, calls, and messages. And if you pay attention, you'll notice her relationship with her phone changes dramatically right before she crosses the line. Think back. When she was secure and loyal, her phone was casual. She'd leave it on the table, screen up. She'd scroll openly, laugh at memes, even show you her conversations. But as soon as another man enters the picture, that transparency vanishes. The phone flips face down. Notifications disappear. Passwords change. And her attention is no longer on you. It's glued to that glowing screen. It starts subtly. She texts more often, but not with you. She suddenly has work emails at midnight or laughs at messages she won't share. She angles the screen away when you walk by or takes calls in another room. If you ask, she'll brush it off. You're being paranoid. But psychology reveals the truth. Secrecy always increases when there's something to hide. Here's where most men get fooled. They think cheating starts in the bedroom, but in reality, it starts in her phone. The first stolen glance, the first flirty message, the first harmless late-night chat, that's where betrayal takes root. And by the time you notice her guarding her phone like a vault, it's already far along. Watch for the energy shift. If she used to giggle while texting you, now she's stone-faced when texting someone else. If she used to reply instantly, now her responses are delayed, distracted, half-hearted. The difference isn't just in the device, it's in where her emotional energy flows. Psychologists call this emotional displacement. Humans invest attention where their desire is strongest. And when her attention shifts to her phone, she's not just scrolling, she's feeding an emotional bond with someone new. That's why she suddenly gets defensive when you ask simple questions like, "Who was that?" It's not that you're prying, it's that you're dangerously close to uncovering the truth. And here's the cruel irony. She'll often accuse you of being controlling or insecure. This is projection. She feels guilty, so she flips the blame. She'll say things like, "Why can't I have privacy? You don't trust me? It's just my friend." But real privacy doesn't change patterns. Real privacy doesn't require her to hide, deflect, or overreact. Only secrecy does. 3. She creates distance before she crosses the line. Cheating doesn't happen in an instant. It brews, it builds. And one of the clearest signs, yet the most overlooked, is when she begins to create distance from you long before anything physical happens. This is the rehearsal stage, the soft exit strategy, the way she prepares herself emotionally to justify what she's about to do. At first, you'll feel it, but you won't be able to explain it. Her tone shifts. Her laughter feels thinner. Her texts get shorter, colder. She used to share the details of her day with you, but now her answers are vague. "It was fine. Nothing special." Conversations that once stretched for hours are reduced to fragments, as if she's rationing her words. This isn't an accident. Psychologically, women often detach before they betray. It's a defense mechanism. By creating space, she numbs the guilt in advance. She convinces herself the relationship is already fading, so when she steps outside of it, it feels less like betrayal and more like inevitability. Notice her physical presence too. She sits further from you on the couch. She doesn't reach for your hand as often. Intimacy feels like a chore rather than a desire. She'll claim she's tired or stressed, but those excuses pile up until touch becomes rare, mechanical, or non-existent. The body always follows where the heart has already gone. Watch for patterns. She spends more time with friends but doesn't invite you. She locks herself into hobbies or routines that exclude you. She avoids deep talks and turns playful conversations into arguments just to escape them. She suddenly finds reasons to not be home, to not be with you. This distancing is not random. It's deliberate, even if unconscious. Because before she cheats with her body, she cheats with her energy. The irony? Many men sense this distance but respond the wrong way. They chase harder, they smother, They demand closeness, not realizing that the very act of chasing pushes her further away. A Stoic man, however, doesn't chase. He observes. He reads the signs for what they are, not what he wishes them to be. And here's the cold truth. Once a woman starts creating emotional and physical distance, her loyalty has already shifted. The body is only a matter of time. So don't be fooled by her excuses. When her silence grows louder than her words, when her presence feels like absence, when her body is near, but her soul is elsewhere, you're not imagining it. She's already halfway gone. So here's the reality. Cheating doesn't just happen, it's a process. And before her body ever betrays you, her patterns already have. The new clothes, the secretive phone, the sudden distance. These aren't coincidences. They're warnings. Warnings most men ignore until it's too late. The weak man silences his gut. He tells himself, she's just stressed. She's just busy. I'm overthinking. But the man who sees clearly, he knows the truth. He reads the signals. He doesn't wait for the betrayal. He spots it before it happens. Now the question is, are you going to keep pretending? Or are you going to open your eyes